Hey, good morning. Good morning. Hey, Jay, how's it going, buddy? Hope farming's going well. David, hello. As you drift off to sleep. I just woke up myself. I just got up like an hour ago. Oh, it's nice. It's nice. The oldest is upstairs. He just woke up too. Him and I, it's been busy with graduation. So yeah, we actually slept in today. It was quite nice. It's quite nice. James, you didn't have to do that, buddy. Thank you though. Super chat in the $10. Thanks, man. Be safe at work. Be safe at work, man. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. All right. Catch you later, man. David. Cat on one side, wife on the other. Raz in hand. All right. For the sake of people that are watching the playback, because not many are watching it now, this is the Survival Summer Series. And I have a certain set of rules. Let me pull up said rules. Let me pull up these rules so people can see. All right, these are the rules. We're going to start with $0. All we have is what the map gives us. And I picked a map specifically. Two hands, there you go. Farmlands map, because it kind of starts you out with everything you need to do this. I looked through maps. I like this one. And it's kind of a create your own kind of map. So 0 starting money. We have $1 million loan at start. So we can't borrow any more money for a while. No leasing. We must rotate crops in a field. Any planted field, I can't repeat a crop back to back. So I have to do something after the other one. Now I could like go back to it, but I can't I can't just plant barley or grass. Like we have to rotate crops. No passive income generators. Hard economy, and I must eat, drink, and sleep if that mod works correctly, because I'm using the little mod that it's a little mod that gives you fatigue, hunger, thirst. So I've never used it before, so we're about to find out. We're about to find out how it works. So this is the farmlands map. This you can get on the Giants mod up. Very No Man's-esque, No Man's-ish style map right here. We're going to start with what the map gives us, which is field 22 and a little starting farm and some basic equipment. All that good stuff is there. I need to adjust the settings real quick. This is kind of a chill setup kind of stream. Just so I can get everything going. All right, game settings. We got it on real-time hard, traffic's on, doesn't matter, seasonal growth, yes. Days per month, 1. We're just gonna leave it at 1 day per month, so we're gonna have to work hard. Snow, I'm actually gonna turn the snow off, just because it's a giant pain in the butt. Periodic plowing required, yes. Crop destruction's on, fieldstone is on, weeds are on, disaster destruction's enabled, dirt is normal, automatic engine start is off, fuel usage is normal. AI cannot buy anything. Always turn those off. Animals could disappear. That is on. So if we don't feed our animals, they die. If we get into animals. Field goals. This is just the goals that go behind you. Show human factor HUD on. Enable fatigue. Enable wages. I have no idea what that is. But we won't do that. Survivor finales tonight. I'm going to stream tomorrow from 7 to 11. So it'd be 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. for you. What else we got? Enhanced animals, yes. Human factors, add blue is normal. Usage of tires, I always put to low. I think that's everything. I think that's our settings. Now we have to do the horrible thing and set our money amount to 0. All right, so we have $0 in the bank. We have, all right, you two, rest well. We have $1 million loan and we are starting. It's time to get to work. So the map does give us a little Kubota. Oh, and there's barley in the back. Nice. We're gonna need this. We're gonna need this barley. I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. We have 0 money. So we're really not gonna be able to hold any crop. I don't think. Is this on console? Yes. Actually, this one is on console. How are you, Klein? I need a sell point. Where's the sell point here? I gotta get sell my stuff. Farmers market. This is farming simulator. Oh, 26. No. I haven't even looked at 26. I see it has mod support though. That's pretty cool. Grain export would be better, but we're just gonna go to the farmers market. We have no dollars. I'm mainly talking for the playback because, well, it's an odd time to be streaming. $122. We have $122. We're kicking butt. I guess I'll keep the Kubota. I don't know if I need it, but we'll go with it. Oh, signature edition. And that's just on Switch, right? Or Switch 2, whatever. How are you, sir? I bought it. The oldest graduated. He has graduated high school. We bought him a car. Bought him a Volkswagen Jetta. 2015 Jetta. Optimized. You've been playing Forza? I love Forza, man. I played Forza yesterday. Tons. Really digging Forza. Sim Racing Expo. I hope it's a great trip. You'll have to. Are you gonna make a video? Like a show video? Hopefully. All right. This is our farm. I like this map. Semper, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so we start with, like I said, this map is really good for this kind of playthrough. So we start with a field. We have a harvester. We have a little bit of equipment. We actually have a tillage tool, and we have a grain drill, seeder, whatever you want to call it. We actually have a little bit of diesel in the tank. This map is really, like, it's really set up for this challenge. Everyone should do it, should make it famous. We have our Deutz. Yeah, the fun of a 3-driver family, yeah. We have our Deutz, weight. We have some seed and some fertilizer. And that's it. That's everything we start with. That is the entire farm. And we're by Labor Day, I have to own everything. We have to buy it all. All the land, all the squares must be ours. And if not, I have to pay. Someone will be the lucky winner of a $50 Amazon or Steam gift card if I cannot complete the challenge. That's a pretty good deal. It's a pretty sweet deal. Well, we're going to start Farm Sim how we start all things. You know, just like the way you start Minecraft. You start all things Minecraft by chopping trees. We start Farm Sim by harvesting crop. I don't have GPS. I have to buy GPS. Why? I'm so mean to myself. Good luck to you, Emmy. Yeah, right? Good luck to you. We're gonna keep the straw. Which means we're probably gonna have to sell the crop to get something to pick up the straw to buy the straw. Or to sell the straw. Well, we'll try to figure it out. Is there anything on sale? Nothing. Nothing even remotely usable. Nothing. Nothing. Oh well. There is some forestry on the map, so that'll help. We can also plant trees. It may be beneficial to plant trees. I don't know. I kind of have a strategy in mind. And it's going to start out with some mushroom greenhouses. I think that's going to be my getting started strategy. Or some mushroom greenhouses. It also would be beneficial to do chickens because you get way more money for your crop if I put the barley into chickens. But it's much slower, so that might have to wait. I will not fail. I probably will fail horrendously. Yeah, kid graduated, man. That's wild. He's headed off to college in the fall. He got, I don't know if I told you all this, but he got one scholarship and then he just got another one right before he graduated. I may have mentioned it, but I didn't stream last week, so I may not have. But he got another one, so very proud of him. Big events this year, yes. Big events. And then the youngest, he is that's my autistic one. He is actually it's what's called a modified degree program. His learning disabilities, he has some pretty severe learning disabilities when it comes to reading and stuff, but he started a modified education program, so he's actually doing work training. So he actually goes to work each day, and next year that's going to expand. He's going to be doing more things, more training, more introduction to just the work environment. He's excited. He's excited. He keeps telling me 2 more days and I'm in 11th grade, he says. So things are going well for him too. So both the boys are doing great. Yeah, I'm excited for him. I don't know what kind of job opportunities are going to be available for him. The school does. They have a really good transition program for kids with developmental disabilities, physical disabilities, all that kind of stuff. So we will see. I would love for him. It would be hugely beneficial just for scheduling reasons, but for him to work for the school, because sometimes the school actually does hire kids. They work cafeteria, janitorial services. Nothing fancy, but it is a job. And with it comes a sense of pride and accomplishment, and that's what really I want for him. It's not so much about making money, it's more about having something that's his, you know? Well, I think we should yield pretty good on the barley. It'll get us started. But I don't think it's going to get us started much. Our breakout's going to be if we can buy another chunk of land. 220,000. 100,000, those are cheaper down at the bottom. We'll probably have to start at the bottom of the map. Start mowing some grass, making silage, farming mushrooms. I got a plan. Self-esteem is very important. Yep. It's just important to have something to do. You know? I did see that, and I meant to download it, and I didn't. I need to download it and give it a shot. Does it have a whole lot of system impact? Have you tried it? I haven't tried it. It shouldn't really have. I saw, did you see the camera one? There was also one that had like it'll have like, I haven't played like 2 weeks. I played a little bit last week, and then but I've been playing Forza. We have stones. 3,489 stones. We don't own a factory, do we? No. How much is the cement factory? $75,000 for the cement factory. Okay, well, I guess we're selling stones. We are selling the stones. Well, this crops should be. There's not tons of sell points, so it should be pretty. The debris crusher, which is up here. Yep, debris crusher's up here. So let's head. I didn't realize there was something in this tractor. This trailer. Are you guys gonna be doing Forza on Fridays? I would love if you did it like on Monday or Wednesday or another day. Sometimes, because I would love to join you guys for Forza, but I can understand if not. This song's weird. I got a Mazda as an 85 Mazda RX-7. I love that car. We gotta go way up here. I love the little canal on this map. I love the little canal. There is a train on this map too. This is a pretty solid build your own, kind of create your own adventure map. Speaking of train, Choo choo. This one's been out for a while too. It's just a solid good map. I love how this is one of my favorite things. This is the sell point. Check this out. This is pretty cool. For those of you who haven't seen in a while. You have a train just sitting here kind of running. And then here's all these different sell points on the train. I played Lemechet until I cut grass, and then I don't know, there's something about I can't see the grass, but it is a beautiful map. It's a very nice map. That one's really good. Also that of course the Tuesday's like same taco. Fair. $177. There we go. We have 296 bucks. We can't even make our loan payment. Update should be this week. Got it. That one, and then that one that starts with a K. That was Preback. If you like small equipment, I downloaded that one, and I love all the stuff because it kind of gives you that Hofbergman-esque. It's almost like Hofbergman light. Like that's how I would describe it. Prebeck or whatever that one is. It's like Hofbergman light. But man, the fields are just so small. Like they're just, for me, it would be a fun map with some really small older stuff, but I decided to go with the Summer Survival series. Yep. Yeah, there's all, what is there, like, is there like 3 or 4 farms on that one? I can't remember. No connection to the WWE, none at all. They can't, I mean, well, I can't say they can't. They probably do copyright. So, oh, I'm in trouble. We're gonna have to get a mower because this is all usable grass. This is all money. We can't afford to hire a worker. Probably shouldn't have left a harvester running, just burning diesel. And I think, and again, the map author kind of thought this, I think they really did think this out pretty good on this map, because one grain tank is a perfect fill for this trailer. I really kind of like how they set it up. That's why it kind of this map kind of drew me in. Well, sorry, 99%. We probably should just sell it, but the price only goes up from here, I think. Yeah, we're at the lowest of the low for barley. So if we can hold it, which I don't think we're going to be able to, because we won't. We literally have no money. Although there are contracts, and the rules don't say anything about contracts. There's not many contracts, but there are some on this map. And I don't think they pay very well. No, the wood transport's a pretty good one. Hoeing, no, because it'll cost us, but it's money. It's money. It'll get us started. The wood transport missions are going to be horrible because I am awful with that stupid crane. That thing is horrible. I gotta go back to work Friday. I'm horrible at those missions. So I may avoid it. I may just be like, not doing it. Maybe I should add a rule that I can't. Oh, I can't lease. I can't lease equipment. And that would constitute leasing. So I can only do contracts that I have supplies for. Which I could do the Deadwood mission. I can't lease. That's right. No leasing. That was part of the rules. Oh, missed a spot. I can't cheat. Missed another spot. Jeez. We need these 2 liters of barley. It may make the difference for us. But it says lease cost, see? And I'm afraid someone would constitute that as cheating. Especially considering if I lose, somebody gains. We're gonna say no. We can only do contracts if we have the stuff. That's what we'll do. So if we had a bale wrapper, we could do the bale wrapping. And if we had a hoe, we could do the hoeing. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. And like I said, Deadwood you can do with just a chainsaw. That's all. You don't need a tree harvester. You can literally do it with just a chainsaw. 8 trees cut down with a chainsaw. It's pretty, like the Deadwood ones might actually be pretty beneficial. And then we can load them into the back of the truck. That actually may be, that might be doable. We'll see. I'm getting ahead of myself. I have to harvest said field. And I can't plant barley in here, so I have to plant a different crop. but I really don't. I'll have to stick with something that uses a grain head. So I don't think I'm going to do canola because canola takes tons of seed, if I remember right. That's on the website. So we'll probably plant. I can't plant barley, but I can plant wheat. Barley, canola, grass. I thought it took a lot of the seed though. Like per, or am I thinking of something? Maybe soybeans? I don't know. Yeah, the seeds are little. I have a seeder though. Don't I? Yes. So I can do, I literally can plant this stuff. That's it. I can plant barley, wheat, oats, canola. I guess it's going to be canola. Or I can do wheat. I can wait a month and do wheat. We'll figure it out. Also need to get a little mower. Because there's tons of grass around here. This is all grass. Barley uses the least amount. But we're harvesting barley now, so I have to rotate. I can't do barley back to back. It's one of the rules. So it'll be wheat or canola. Which one takes the least amount of seed? Between wheat or canola? Wheat, okay. It will be wheat then. No, I'm just I've tried to use that mod and I just have like I don't know. It just is, for me it's always a little wonky how it works. But no, I'm not. I'm just the rules dictate of the challenge that I have to rotate crops. And that's just so that I can't plant everything in grass. Because really, if you were just farming to make tons of money, you would plant everything in grass and then you would just be done. Because really, if you're thinking like efficiently and you want to make tons of grass, silage, like you would just do silage over and over and over again. Because it's the least, you only have to plant it once. Yeah. Oh wait, old eyes, small graphic. Canola 49 liter. Oh, perhaps. So it might be canola then. Okay, so it is canola. Canola doesn't take much then. Looks like it's going to be canola. I looked at that one. I haven't pulled the trigger on it. A lot of really good scripts coming out. And if you go to if you like go look on itch and man, there's tons of stuff. There's so many, like. Oh, cool. There's a lot of script mods out there. A lot of beta stuff. I actually played around with trying to edit the crop calendar on this map, and I failed completely. I couldn't do it. I was like, man. And then I was like, oh, I can add that. I was thinking about trying to add yeah, the advanced damage system is such a cool mod. I was trying to add those other crop types to this map, and I failed to. I just gave up. I was like, nah, we're going with it. How it's packaged. So I just went with what I had. The ADS is cool. Advanced damage system. That is a very cool mod. But you can get hyper realistic. There's also the soil. Isn't there a soil mod where you have to add like like it's more than just lime and fertilizer? Oh, some of that stuff can be brutal. I mean, you can pretty much do manual everything. Manual attach, manual tip, manual cover. Like, you can do manual everything. You can add all those scripts that make the game harder, pretty much. Like, I have enhanced animals on this one. I kind of use enhanced animals all the time now. It doesn't do tons, but it adds males, and also like you can do manual reproduction or auto reproduction. Like, you can actually control whether your animals do it or not. Like I said, we need those 2 liters. Now my hunger is at 7%, my thirst is at 7%. And I don't know how, I've never used this mod, so I don't know how I'm gonna eat or drink. All right, we'll figure it out. Oh, drinks menu, eat menu. Ah, hang on. So there's the eat menu. So right control K. Oh. Oh, okay. So I can do that. Right control U is my drinks. Okay. And then my right control R. Oh, it said I rested for a while. Oops. Did it fast forward time? Yeah, maybe. do. But really, I'm doing this challenge to force me to play Farm Sim. It's like I needed something for the summer to keep me, try and keep me focused. So we all know focus is not my strong suit. Not my strong suit. Oh, man, we had one thing at a time. We had hot dogs and brats for the kids' graduation party, and of course, and then we had beans and pasta salad and, you know, typical barbecue stuff. We had so many leftovers. I have ate hot dogs and brats and pasta salad and baked beans for 5 days straight. Like, because I hate wasting food. It's so we have eight tonight. Nope. Last night when we were heating up dinner, we told the kids, we're like, one more night of hot dogs and we promise we won't Wednesday we'll eat something different. Oh, we're getting some money. We're gonna need it. Where did we stop? We stopped at the end, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah, that is a challenge. And we froze a bunch of stuff. Like, we already froze a bunch of hot dogs and hot dog buns, and Flossie got a little excited. She was so worried there wouldn't be enough food. What did it say? Can I watch it live? Will I get in trouble for watching it live? Will I get demonetized? Streamlabs, shut up. I need to turn that thing off. And I love leftovers. I'm like a leftover guy. Most things. Like, pasta salad just gets better with a couple days on it. So Flossie actually made these beans, and they're not just beans. There's like beans, bacon, there's beef, peppers, onions. There's all kinds of. There's all kinds of stuff in it, and they just they are better now than they were a few days ago. Some stuff, though, you know, doesn't get better with age. Like rice. I read, what did I read? Like one of the #1 causes for food poisoning in the United States is Chinese takeout. It's like leftover Chinese food. I can't remember where I read that. It's specifically rice. Like there's, like if you don't store rice correctly, like it can get pretty sick. Oh, I might sneeze. No, okay. I still might sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah. Something's blooming. Some pollen tree. Plus, it hasn't rained. Here for a while. Our air quality is crap here in the valley. So the Tennessee Valley's air quality gets kind of crappy as it gets warmer and humid. Our air quality gets pretty crappy. Was it 90? It was 90 Fahrenheit yesterday. What is that in Celsius? I never can remember. But 31's warm. 31's warm. It's a warm day. I need an economical way to pick up this straw. And I'm thinking bulk, maybe. It's at 30 grand. I have a pretty cheap round baler, 6,000 to round bale. So it looks like round bales is going to be. Yeah, that's 90 fair. Yeah, it's about the same down here. We're supposed to get storms. I know they've been getting hammered in Nebraska and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably tree pollen. Same here. You and I aren't that far away, so our probably our climates are similar. Similar. So I guess it's going to be round bales. I think I can get cheaply into round bales. Because I can get a baler. Luckily, I have the mod installed. This old New Holland. This Kloss one's pretty cheap too. Yep, I cheated a little there. Actually didn't. That was just in my mod folder. I didn't plan on it. And then for transport, we can get some hay wagons, but at first we can literally use our tipper maples and birches. Here it's probably just trash trees, what I call them. I don't even know what's blooming here right now, but at the early part of spring, it's all these freaking Bradford pears that people planted, which are horrible trees. And then it's probably like box elder and all this softwood junk. There's not really a whole lot of hardwood where I live. It all got cut down. And there's really not a whole lot of coniferous trees. There's some pretty good stands of cedar around here. But there's not really a whole lot of pine or any of that kind of stuff. And there's some oak and some maple, but so much of that crap got cut down in the frontier days that there's just tons of, I think it's ash and box elder and what does that call that? Like I said, there's some, oh, I ran right over my Kubota. There's some hardwood, but not much. There's ash, box elder, there's one, cotton, there's dogwood. We have dogwood trees. Tons of Bradford pear now. People planted them as landscaping and they've kind of like taken over. They're kind of an invasive tree now. Is it cottonwood? I think that's what they have a lot up in the mountains, especially along the, yeah, I can't remember. I don't know. I read something once. I'm no expert. Survivor finales tonight. $2 million. The grand prize is $2 million and not $1 million this time, because Mr. Beast doubled the prize, because that's what Mr. Beast does. It was season 50, so they had a whole bunch of celebrity. Mr. Beast, was it Luke Combs? I don't know, some country singer. And then Billie Eilish, he did something, which, whatever. Habs against Carolina, there you go. Oh, my kid won some Smokies tickets. So we have a minor league ball club close to where I'm at. They just built a brand new stadium. So he won, for his project graduation, he won some Smokies tickets. So I think we're gonna go one night. They start here during the summer, they do fireworks on certain nights. So I think we'll pick one of those. It's like an evening game, baseball game. Eat more hot dogs, I know, right? About hot dogged out, right? I've lost like 30 pounds since February, and I think I gained 5 back this week. So I'm gonna have to be good the rest of the week. This field is like deceptively larger than I thought it was. So each plot's 20 acres. This field is, 9-acre field. For some, that's not large, but 9-acre field is where I live is actually a pretty decent size. Until they serve little smoke. I don't know. I haven't been to one in forever. He has a friend that works there. My son does. So I should ask him. I'm sure they serve the traditional flair. They do, so Knoxville has that. Knoxville has a really good, like, not amateur, but minor league scene. They have the Ice Bears. It's the Knoxville Ice Bears. Fun hockey. Always a good time. And then we have the baseball team. Then there's a soccer club or football, a soccer club, which apparently is one of the better ones. Is a pretty good one for the, I guess, the league that they're in, and they're using the new stadium. So the baseball team and the soccer club are using the new stadium that the hospital I work for not built, but they sponsored, because we don't have money for new beds, but we can sponsor a new stadium. And then, of course, you have college football. It's a pretty big deal, and all the college sports. Knoxville's a pretty good. I guess you would call medium market. Pretty good medium market town. I would suggest. Traffic here is getting ridiculous, though. The traffic here is just getting awful. So many people have moved here in the last 5 years. It's just insane. I think I'm going to skip the lime application, and I think I'm going to skip the soil analysis. Although I probably can rent. I don't know how much is it to lease one. We'll check it here in a minute, because I have to do the soil checking. My nose is itching. That's my only complaint about where I live. Is just, I wish they would. They really, really need to work on the infrastructure because it's lagging so far behind. Oh, sorry, Deutz. Sorry, Duitzer. All right. We might get done with this harvest today. All that's money, 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 money. Such good tractors. If you didn't know, the Deutz brand, I think is, I can't remember what the name of that company is, but you have Deutz, Lamborghini, Hüllermann, and the Sammy. I think those are all the similar tractors, if I remember right. I can't even remember who owns it. Who owns? SDF. The SDF group. What it is. SDF group tractors. Yeah, Deutz, Lamborghini, Hüllermann, and Semi. Same Semi. Yeah. Boom. Speaking of tractors, I watched this really cool documentary on Kubota. Kubota. Pretty cool. Kubota, the documentary is pretty cool. Do you know that's not his? It's so crazy. You know where the Kubota name came from? So the original guy's his original last name wasn't Kubota. It was Oda, OHTA, or I can't remember. But he was the youngest member of his family, and he wanted to be a blacksmith. So he apprenticed as a blacksmith, all this kind of stuff. There was another blacksmith, an old guy who retired, who, getting in his years. He never had any children. So he went to this other guy and asked him to take his surname, asked him to be his adopted son. And he agreed to it and changed his name to Kubota. Because apparently, apparently that maybe that's a thing in Japan. So Kubota, and then at the time he had like nothing. He was like this little tiny blacksmith. He made like weights for scales or something like that. He did like cast iron. And then he became the largest cast iron pipe producer in all of Japan. That's how Kubota got started, and then expanded into like lathes, presses, all different kinds of metalworking, and then eventually released what was called Kubota. They released the first rotary cultivator in Japan. And then Japan needed a tractor specific for its small fields, have very narrow paths between the fields, and the tractors that were available in the world post World War II just really didn't help. So Kubota actually sent engineers to live with farmers, and they built all kinds of prototypes, trying them out, all this stuff, and finally came up with Kubota's first tractor, which I thought was pretty interesting. And then the reason why they broke into the American market, I didn't know this, is because in the American market, you couldn't buy a small, like a very small diesel tractor. There were none. There were no compact diesel tractors. And so that's how they kind of got into the American market, is because American tractor manufacturers didn't make. So, and then from there, it just, I was like, that's pretty cool. And the only reason why it's called Kubota is because some guy was inspired by this guy's hard work and was like, I want to adopt you as my son. I have no heirs. Will you be my heir? And the kid was like, okay. And then he went and asked his parents, and his parents were like, sure, you're the last of the kids. We really don't care anyways. You're the last in line. You're not going to inherit anything from us. We really don't. You're not going to amount to anything. And so he like left his family and got adopted by this other family that had no kids. Yeah. Which I didn't realize that they talked about, like, I think it was in the 50s and 60s. There really wasn't a small compact diesel tractor, and people and there was a desire for a small compact diesel, and that just apparently that didn't exist. I mean, you had row crop tractors, and you had you had tons of farmalls and deers and all that kind of stuff, but there was no, like, for orchards and hobby farmers. Apparently they were talking about how in the pork industry Kubota got pretty big, and then orchards, apparently orchard work is where it got pretty. I know it's pretty big here. Kubota's got a pretty big, there's a dairy farm not far from me that's a pretty decent sized dairy farm. They use all their tractors, almost all their tractors are Kubotas. And then I know they do a lot of beef cattle up the road, and he's got a couple Kubotas too. They're smaller than they're not the one in game. Which one do we have in game? No, they're the small. Is there a 6? I thought there was one even smaller than the 8. I thought there was one even smaller than the 6. Now I'm curious. Isn't there like a 70 horse or 60 horse? There is an M6. What is it? The L. I swear there was one smaller than that. But maybe they're 6s. They might be 6s. He also has a like an older New Holland. And then the other beef farm, the big one close to me, he runs all John Deere stuff. Smaller, it's the smaller deers. Six, 7, 8 were part of the pack, yeah. Isn't there like a L series or something? It's like a... I could be thinking wrong. The guy that does the beef cattle, it's probably a 6 that he has, so. A lot of Mahindra's taken off around here too. But also here you see more and more, most of the farms here are pretty small and all they do is cut hay. Whatever brand Tractor Supply sells, which I think is a Chinese tractor, if I remember right. It's like made in China or something. I could be wrong, but I think Rural King, not Tractor Supply, Rural King. What tractor does Rural King? Rural. I think they're literally called RK or something like that. Yeah, you see more of those here. They're called RK. See, I know it wasn't crazy. Well, I mean, I'm crazy. RK tractors. They're not very big, but use 55 horsepower as their biggest one. But I've seen 2 or 3 of these just right up. I mean, a couple of guys running these now. And like I said, they do, I mean, most of the time they'll be running a tedder with it. But the same guys that run these, they have this old Ford too that they run. So quite neat. I don't even know where they. I swear they're made in China. About RK. I want to see where they're made. Oh, hang on. I'm wrong. They're made in South Korea. They're Korean. RK tractors are Korean. Final assembly takes place in Waverly, Ohio, Williston, Florida. Well, interesting. We learned something new today. Korean. Oh, look at money. Golden apple. I forgot about those. That's not, it's not out of the rules. That's fine, dude. Bonus $5,000. That helps. That helps so much. That almost paid for our new baler. We need to go find more collectibles. I had to keep my eye open. Whoa. Sure bouncy. Yeah, we'll have to keep our eye open for collectibles. I was like, what's that on the ground? It's a collectible, $5,000 gold apple. Speaking of apples. We can get a greenhouse for $3,000. That's actually not a bad price. We can also do... But I think the mushrooms pay pretty good. If I remember right. Mushrooms are pretty good. The fruit orchards are little, and they take extra stuff. And we can't use generators. There's aquaculture. But sugar mill, spinnery. There's a small BGA. I'm gonna do animals. I don't think bees. I don't know what the return is for putting a beehive down, but it may be something we just plop down. Eventually put in some beehives, maybe. But I feel like you had to have beehives for a long time before they really pay for their cost, you know? Could be wrong. Like I said, I think mushrooms. I think mushrooms are where it's at. Never use bees. I only use them for decoration. Like I really just put them in because it's like, oh, I have a little farm. I should have bees. At least that's my thinking. Do they improve yield? Or is it just for potatoes and I mean they do. I think they do. Is it potatoes and canola? Do they improve yield a little? They might. Taters. Give me some of them French fried taters. Anybody watch any good movies? I watched Greenland 2. It was horrible. It was okay, but flowering crops. Okay. So potatoes, canola. Well, you know what? There's actually this fancy little. There's the bees. Canola, sunflowers, and potatoes. That's what. Okay. We might put in. If I got the money, we might put in a beehive. It's pretty cheap, pretty inexpensive. I mean, $3,200 for the full one. Not so good, no. It was the first Greenland was actually pretty, like, I felt like pretty plausible. I mean, I know it's like a science fiction disaster movie, but like, you know, it's pretty plausible. Greenland 2, oh my gosh. It's super ridiculous. Like, they went full sci-fi crazy with that one. Like, it just didn't, like, so much of it just made no sense. No sense at all. Like, what? That's stupid. That's the whole time I was watching it. I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Greenland 1 was good. It was. I felt like Greenland 1 was pretty good. Greenland 2, horrible. Star Wars Mandalorian. Yeah, I haven't seen anything on that yet. What did I watch the other day? Oh, Send Help with Rachel McAdams. It's like a psychological thriller horror. Well, here, I'll tell you. So the producer, director, creator, or whoever of Send Help was the same one who did the remake of Evil Dead. So it's a little over the top, but it's actually pretty fun to watch. And it has references to Survivor, the game show. So that's why. So yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, it's called Send Help. It's actually it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It's a little over the top in some parts, but still pretty fun. Will we make it to the end? The strip of shame. We should make it. Oh yeah, this song. I'm liking this one. This one's got some funk. Don't hit like on that. Yeah, it's got pretty good reviews from what I saw. All right. Field harvested. Get out of my yard, you stupid pigs. We're gonna cheat. Offload this. So how much did we end up with? Well, we're not done yet. That's a pretty good amount. Pretty good little starting That'll help us get a baler. We need a front loader for the Deutz. I think you can, I think we can put a front loader. I hope we can. I hope so. I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, we can put a front loader on it. We need to get GPS, but we really can't afford it. It's $15,000 to add GPS to each item. Because I tortured myself. Wild turkeys, yeah. Or deer. Deer do all kinds of crop damage. Alright, so that playlist is over. Ooh. Oh no, it's still going. Alright, so we have $24,000 of barley to work with. Sorry, Brandon the Harvester. I probably can. Can you not turn that farm tech into a bale trailer? No, wrong button. Yeah, let me see. So we can turn that into a bale trailer for nothing. So we can take this to the shop and customize it. All right, let's do that. Let's put our harvester away first. We'll take the side panels off the tipper, but first we need to probably just need to sell the barley. I should have just sold it as I was harvesting, but what time is it already? Oh my gosh, it's been 2 hours already. Jeez. We'll just park you here for now. We'll park you up on top of the storage building. All right, put you there. I don't have a workshop, but I feel like it would benefit us to see what I have for workshops. Actually, I think I can put one in for $1,500. And I think that'll save me from driving over and over again. Yep, we'll put that in here. I feel like that's my best deal. Yep, it is. So $1,500 spent. Yep, saving fuel. Speaking of, I need to put... I have to buy DEF too. I have 50 liters of diesel. There we go. That gives us half a tank. I don't know if I need the Kubota, but we'll keep it. I really don't know if I need this. I might be able to sell this for a little bit of money. Because I really don't know what I will use this for. Except maybe when we get mushrooms, we can... It might be beneficial to run the mushroom pallets back and forth. I don't know. So we'll put you there. And then customize you. I do need the money. Because, hang on, we're going to be hauling a lot of bales. And I can get something like this. Like I could sell... Instead of ruining that, which it doesn't really ruin it. It's free. It's a free bale trailer, so I really should just use it for now. All right. I'm almost tempted to just do the 4-meter extension, but that costs money. We'll just do the bale trailer. Okay, so there's our bale trailer. I need a baler. We're going with the New Holland. We'll buy it full of netting. We'll buy it full of net. Because how much is a pallet of net? 1,200 bucks. 5 rolls. Actually, no, we won't. We'll buy it empty. 6. Oh, I don't have enough money. I'm selling the Kubota. I really don't think we need this. It doesn't do anything that we can't do with our tractor. Let's just go sell it. I mean, it's fun to zip around with, but it really... I feel like it doesn't serve a point. So... Goodbye. Thank you, Mr. Kubota, for the story. But I don't think we need you. I just don't think we're going to benefit from having you around. Other than, like I said, it's fun to drive around on. Now, if we had a rule that said we can't tab. Yeah. Doggies. Oh, this way. Welcome back. Magnesium. I'm telling you, if you haven't taken it, I recommend it. Hugely recommend magnesium. I take it. My kid takes it now too. Big help. So if we sell you, we get $18,105. So we're gonna see you, man. All right, we're selling you. All right. What is this? Oh, this isn't ours. This is just usable, isn't it? It's the Junger Rock, the Jungerick. Okay, yeah, it's the maps. All right, we got to get a baler and we need to buy a front loader for this. Thanks for hanging out, Klein. We'll talk to you later. Turn our beacons on just because we can. I really like these. I've always thought these are just cool looking. They always have a nice display of them at the National Farm Machinery Show, the Deutzes. I just feel like they're cool looking. They're just cool looking tractors. I don't know how good they are. We are going to put a front loader on here. I mean, they're really just the same price. This one lifts more. It says 810 kgs, where this one says 720. So I guess we'll put the Hauer on there if we can. Customize. How much is it to make? Oh, it costs more money. We're not going to mess with the engine because we really don't have money. I can't afford the GPS. We're just here for the front attacher. Same price to do the. We can adjust our license plate though. We want front and back. We can do a fancy license plate. There we go. GPS is $15,000 per vehicle to install it. 15 grand. Yeah, that's a mod. I don't know why I do it, but I feel like you should pay extra for GPS. I feel like it adds a little game balance. All right, front loader attacher. Yeah, let's customize you. And then we need to buy our stuff. So we bought. Make sure there's nothing used. Nope. This is not cheap. All right, buy. Yep. And then I'm going to get the pallet fork. I always go with the pallet fork because the pallet fork works for bales and it works for pallets. It's a great little. And we have to buy our baler. And we're going to buy that empty. And we had to buy some round bale net, standard net. Buy. Okay. We spent all of our Kubota money. All the Kubota money is gone. There you go. That's what we got for trading in the Kubota. A front loader and a baler. It's not a bad trade. Not a bad trade. Oh, I have the mod. It's hard to see, but in the bottom right-hand corner, it shows your angle and your distance from the ground. That is a neat, I love that little thing. I've been using it and it really helps. So down by the def fluid. Oh, speaking of def, I need some def. I'll just get a little, I'll just buy a little tank. It's 25. Actually, I think we're good for a little while. Because if I remember right, 25 liters will actually fill up the whole thing. Okay. All right, let's head. We'll take our setup back home. Start baling some straw. We're going to make the bale sizes the biggest at 150. Let's grab us, well, no, it's not lunchtime yet. Oh, wait, there we go. Automatic drop. I like that song too. It was like very like Nintendo-y, if you can even hear the music. This one has words. You know what else? You know what else I can do? I just thought of it. I just thought of it. I don't know why, but it's slow and tedious, and I'm not going to do it on stream, but I could fish if I'm short on money. Oh, well, no. Not if you're not a good fisherman, you can't. I completely forgot about fishing. I completely forgot about it. It's not the most realistic thing in the world, but you're not going to get, I mean, you really don't get tons of money. Come on, minigame. See, $100. We paid for our fishing rod. We paid for the fishing rod. We didn't even pay for the fishing rod. We're short $50. Welcome back. All right. We'll just set you here for now. I'm going to detach you. Detach you. I don't think I need front. I don't think I need weight on the front for the baler, but I guess it's a good habit to be in. Oh, wrong button. Oh, I gotta fill it. Come on, Raz. Jeez, peace. Get it together, buddy. We got 3 rolls left. All right, now we gotta bale and sell the straw because I have to get a mower next. Because I feel like that would be our next good investment. I feel like the mower would be a good investment. Because there's a lot of... And we can just do... we can just do grass. Whoa. And we can just put a front mower on the front of the Deutz and the baler in the back, and we can just drive around and cut and bale grass. Grass doesn't pay much, but... what's the cheap front mower? It's like 12,000 though. 13.5. It'll get lots of use though. All right. And then eventually we get a wrapper. Once we get a bale wrapper, then we can turn the grass into silages for the... Yes. Progression is the key to the game. I love this mod. It also has... I don't know why that light, I feel like, is so well done. It just might be me. Maybe I'm weird. Well, we know I'm weird. All right, let's hope. Fingers crossed we can get enough money from the straw. And this straw's up here. I don't want straw pellets, I just want straw. That's the pellets. Oh, there's straw. Yes. But honestly, and I would never... Melatonin has its uses, but honestly, magnesium. Just a magnesium supplement. And you want... I take 2 capsules, but... yeah, I think it's like 350 milligrams. That's what you want, but you have to look at, you kind of have to watch I don't know how supplements are where you're at, but talk to your doctor first, because I don't know your specific health situation. I don't know if magnesium's I don't know what else you take, but talk to the doctor about magnesium. Huge help for just general sleep. And you take, it's one of those, it's what's called a saturation. So you have to take it consistently every day. And then after about a week, you start seeing really good improvement. Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Stress. Sorry, you're stressed. Yeah, stress will do that. It always likes to creep its ugly head in, doesn't it? Well, I think we got a pretty good start going to our challenge here. If I can, I'm trying to hold off on selling the barley, because the longer we hold it, the more money I get for it. It's at a bottom right now, so if I can keep progressing without selling the barley, it'll double in price for us. We are going to have to sell the straw, but it's not so much of a loss versus the barley. Because I think the straw prices aren't great either, but straw's at a bottom. But the increase is, again, we would like to not sell the straw too, but I think we're better holding the barley. Like I said, chickens, I don't think animals, I mean, we can get a chicken coop pretty cheap. But I don't think it's worth it. I am on Farmlands. The map is called Farmlands. You can get it from the in-game mod hub. And the goal, I will show you. I have some goals and some rules. The goal is I have to own the entire map by Labor Day. So I have to, hang on 1 second. So I have to own the entire map by Labor Day. So this is the entire map. I have to own every piece of land, every square by Labor Day. So there's 42 squares. Plus there's like a little chunks here and there. And I have a set of rules, and the rules are, these are the rules. Sorry, let me hide my face here for a second. Starting money, we started with $0. We have $1 million loan at the start, so we really can't borrow any money until we start paying back money. No leasing. We can't lease anything. We must rotate crops. And I did that so that I can't just plant grass. I'm forcing myself to do other things. No passive income generators, hard economy, and we must eat, drink, and sleep. So we have a mod that requires us to rest, to eat, and to drink. So that is the Summer Survival Series. I like my little thing. Well, thank you. That's a little handy AI generation in some of my work, but AI is very helpful when it comes to making those things. So yes, that is what's up with that. Let me turn that off. Music ran out. Turn it back on. But welcome, Derek. Thanks for coming by. And if I don't succeed by Labor Day, there will be, if I fail the challenge, which is probably more than likely, there will be a drawing for a $50 Amazon or Steam gift card. 50. So you'll have to keep tuning in all summer to see if I succeed or fail. And then on the last episode, depending on if I succeed or fail. Yeah. Yep. I've never disciplined enough either. So new to the channel, my focus is horrible. My attention span is about 15 seconds, so. But Farmlands is it's kind of a build your own map, kind of no man's landish, Western Wilds, Alien Gym style. And I picked this one because it is kind of set up from the beginning for a progression-based gameplay. Squirrel, yeah. I'll do this, and next week we'll have like an amazing map release, and I'll be like, I want to play that one. We'll get some super cool North American style dairy farm map with tons of features because I've decided to do this. So you're welcome. And I'll be like, I want to play that one. I'm almost out of Coke Zero. Yes, it's mostly flat. Yep. We're gonna do fly around real quick. So pretty much flat. Yes, pretty flat for the most part. You have like a little town area down here. Has productions, buy points, sell points. There is a BGA. You have a little elevation over here towards the edge of the map. There's like a little forested area, some elevation. Up that way. Each block of land is 220,000. These are 300,000. The ones on the edge are a little bigger. Field. And then these down here are around 100,000. And then the BGA is 200. So this will probably be buying one of these, even though it's farm, because we can cut the grass and sell it. There is a sawmill, which you can buy. There's a cement factory, which you can buy. There is forestry, so this will play in. Like, it would be beneficial to actually buy this field because you can make a lot of money from trees. Trees are one of the fastest ways to make money. There is another field up here. This is a buildable. You can build these if you buy it. There's like a little buildable farmhouse and a little buildable bed, I think. And then here's the other sell point. There's a train. You can use the train. Or these are all just sell points. These are stationary decorative train sell points. But it's pretty cool because the train's just running. It's a neat map. It's a pretty cool map. I don't think it got tons of love. And this is where you start. This little pond canal through here. So that's pretty much the map. Pretty basic, but still really cool one. It has your basic crop calendar. There's no additional crops. I tried my hand at editing and I completely failed. Someone who's smarter than me probably could add them, but the basic crops will work. But I like it. It's easy to build on. There's a little rolliness. Like you can see there's some elevation changes up there on the north side of the map. Yeah. Yeah, hills are brutal, man. Brutal horsepower drain. This one's pretty cool. Like I said, if you don't want to start here, everything's sellable. You can sell everything, so you can completely delete everything. But this, if you buy up here, you can actually build this out. And this part of the map has some elevation, and this part, all this is just flat. There. There might be a little dip here and there, but it's mainly all flat. And the other thing that's nicely done about this map, which a lot of maps don't, it's not, but you can see, he puts divider lines in. So you kind of have an idea of where your like these bushes are your property line. A lot of these maps don't have that. And these are, you can delete these, but you know, you can paint over them, or with a real mower mod, you can just mow these bushes. But this one's nice because it actually shows you kind of where your property is. The bushes show your property line. This one, not so much, because the property line's in the middle of the woods, but you kind of get the gist. Like I said, I think there's like the terrain kind of rolls a little here, but it's mainly flat. But you can see there's like a little rolliness here, and kind of goes downhill here towards the canal. And then if you have Highlands fishing, you can fish. Again, I feel like it didn't get as much love as... It's been out for a while. This map's been out. Pretty good clip. Turn the light off. Super strength should be off too. Yeah. I think I got a pretty good start. My plan is we're gonna bale the straw, sell the straw. We'll get a mower on the front. We'll mow up all this grass. We'll bale it, sell it. We're gonna plant canola. We can go ahead and plant canola. And we have, the map starts you with a little bit of seed and fertilizer. How much is I'm just curious. $5,000 to purchase soil information. Nope. How much is it to lease the? $867 plus the specimen yeah. So we'll be leasing a soil sampler. I still have to do that. And possibly spread lime if I can find the money. I don't know. I could sell my harvester. But then the problem is next year I can't lease any equipment, so I have to buy something. And maybe we'll get lucky and something will be on sale, but I don't know. I think we probably need to hold the harvester. I don't think we should sell it. Yeah, the lime is pretty. I might just avoid liming for a while. We'll probably skip lime a year or two. I can't remember how much the lime effect is. Hang on. Precision farming have a help menu. First steps, icon, farming basics. That's base game lime. I can't remember what the precision farming lime bonus is off the top of my head. We will figure it out. Well, you just have to apply so much. But the nice thing is with precision farming, I've learned that if you're with grass, you want to do it like once a year, so every 3 cuts. And then with, I mean, you can do it every time if you want, but you really don't get a whole bunch of yield. Oops, sorry. And then with like arable crops, every 2 harvests is when I do it. I usually always do it at the beginning, at the start, but this is gonna push me. I'm gonna be challenged. But between this challenge and Forza, I'll have plenty, and Subnautica 2, I'll have plenty to do this summer. I've been playing Subnautica 2 with, was playing it with the oldest, And then the last couple nights I've been playing with my brother and my nephew. So there's been 4 players. It's me, my brother, my nephew, and my son. We've been having fun with it. And if you have Game Pass Ultimate, it's on there. And Force is on there. Game Pass Ultimate's it's a pretty good deal, especially if you have an Xbox too. So I have one account I share between myself and the youngest. He has an Xbox, so I have Ultimate on there, and then I can use the same account on my PC. And so as long as he's not playing at the same time I'm playing, like, you have one cost for both devices. And there's a lot of day one releases on Game Pass. There's a lot of games. I think it's 457 games right now on Game Pass Ultimate. I've got 2 boys. One is 18, the other's 16. You had 3 close together, Derek, and then 1 later. 3:15. Oh, you have 3. Sorry, I thought you had a 3-year-old, 15-year-old, 13, and 12. But no, you have 3 that are all close together. That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. Definitely the way to go. But yeah, I have just the 2. Yeah, there for a second I thought it said a 3-year-old, 15, and I was like, you slipped one in there at the end. Which I know people that's happened to. I know quite a few people that think they're done, and then they have the later kid, you know, and it's like, surprise. Oh, Bit Defender. Yeah, that would be a. I know people that I know plenty of people that's happened to. I have an uncle that's he's almost the same age as my oldest brother. He's the youngest of my mom's group, but he came years after all of his siblings were, you know, in their teenage years. Because he was just a couple years older than my oldest brother. So he was just, what, just a couple years old when my mom had her first kid. Oh, me either. I love kids, but I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'll be the uncle and the grandpa now. Let everyone else do it. Should have enough straw. Should have more than enough straw for the mower. Because we already have 5,000. We need like 13 grand. Yeah. I like having older kids. I got one, except for the college expense thing that's happening, but it's kind of fun, man. Especially if they're good kids. I'm really lucky. Both my kids are good kids. So they don't take a whole lot of leaning on, you know, just a gentle reminder here and there. I don't, you know, again, I know other people with teenagers, it's a battle. And so now it's kind of more like you're more like in a co-pilot role now, you know. You're just trying to keep them from crashing into a mountain. Enjoy your lunch, Semper. I'll be on for another half hour, so I might be done before you're done with lunch, but enjoy the lunch. Derek, I usually stream on Tuesday and Thursday nights. So I'll be back again live tomorrow. It's usually a little busier. This is just an odd time, but it was the only time I could fit in this week. So today, and I'll be on tomorrow night too. It can get a little rowdy sometimes, but and then I think I'm gonna try to record my off camera, like when I'm not streaming and I'm playing on this save. I'll probably do I'll splice those into some videos. Go, go, go. Well, I hope you have a good shift. I'm off till Friday. I work weekends. I work every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so. Most of the time, every Friday. I pick up extra here and there, but most of the time I'm off during the week. And I'm kind of I'm a night owl. So. Healthcare. No, I'm a nurse actually by trade. Yep. Healthcare. I did sales. I was in sales when I first got out of high school. Chaser, what's up, buddy? How are you, man? Finishing up my harvest on the challenge. Here, I'll show you the rules. I'll show you the rules. You ready? Boop. I made this. Look at this. How I didn't make this. ChatGPT helped me make this. It's Raznac Summer Survival Series. We start with no money, $1 million loan, no leasing, must rotate crops, no passive income generators, hard economy, and we must eat, sleep, and drink. Oh, well, congratulations. Congrats. Congrats to your wife. Emphasis on the drink. Yeah, later. It's that mod that adds this sleeping, eating, and drink, or the fatigue and hunger. But so far, we have harvested our field. I had a Kubota side by side I started with. I sold it, and that's what bought the baler. And then my plan is to sell this straw and then buy a mower, and then I can sell the grass bales from around. There's grass all over the farm. Because I have my barley harvest as it sits right now is worth 17 grand, but if I hold off, it's worth 24. And my long-term goal, if I don't complete it, I have to buy every plot of land by Labor Day. If I don't do that by Labor Day, there's going to be a giveaway for a $50, $50 Steam or Amazon gift card. Big giveaway. If I don't complete, so people will have to tune in during the summer to watch me fail, because it's a pretty daunting task. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. We shall see. Let's park you in the barn. It's yeah, it's not my normal day to play. I had graduation and all kinds of stuff. My schedule's been a little screwed up. We'll be back again tomorrow, and then hopefully next week should be back to standard rotation, Tuesday and Thursday. But I wanted to get this started. How's Superfly in the house, man? Hope you're doing well. Take Flossie out for really. Flossie goes out for nice dinners anyways. Although earlier in the stream, can I attach to this? Boom. I was saying that we had a cookout for the kids' graduation. I've been eating hot dogs and brats all week. Always lots to do. Now we get to watch me struggle at loading. I'm actually not horrible. Yum indeed, but I am so over it. Hey, did you get bad weather up your way, Jacer? I know there's been nasty weather rolling through. We're gonna lower the weight. Maybe that'll help a little. I'm not gonna be able to get tons on this, but maybe we can get 4 or 5. Oh man. I know I've been watching it because we bought, it's new to him, but I'm lucky enough to be able to, I got the kid a car for graduation. It's 2015. Like I said, new to him. But pretty solid. Got him a Jetta. And we don't have, so I've been watching the weather because I'm like, if it starts storming, we'll figure out where to put it. It's a piece of, yeah, I got him the West W. Good. That's good. I got him the it's a Jetta S. It said 2015. It only had 50,000 miles and some change. So it's still, and it's in really good shape. It's got a few dings and some stuff, but nothing horrible. And oh yeah, it was 13 for that car, which I thought was a pretty good deal. It's a horrible time to buy, but I felt that was kind of one of the better deals I found. That wasn't a Korean. You can get a pretty good deal on Hyundais and Kias still, but most of those all run the GDI engines, which burn oil. So I've just had, everyone I know just has had really bad. Yeah, my Hyundai burns oil like crazy. I have a 2016 Sonata. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get a little creative here. Oh no. Come on. I cheated just a little. I put this, okay, I put the strap there. I just bought a new, it's a cheap valve. I read somewhere, I can't even remember what it's called. I have to put it in the car. 7 to 11 tomorrow. Hang on, that'd be fun. I read this whole spill on replacing this the PCV valve. It's like a $13 part, and apparently for my Sonata it was recommended that I replace that, and sometimes that helps with Oh my gosh, Raz, get it together, buddy. Okay. I'm struggling. All right, let's do this. Mine doesn't have a turbo. I was told it's those Korean GDIs. Positive crank. Yeah, there you go. The GDI motor, the Korean GDI motor, just burns oil. So my brother had a Kia, similar model or similar year, same engine as the Hyundai, burned oil. Person I work with burns oil. Scooter, what's up, buddy? We're trying to. I'm challenging myself. All right, I'm gonna show the rules again. I have rules. I have a challenge. This is called the Raznac Summer Survival Series. Here's my rules. Oh, I have my camera gone. I'm like, my webcam's gone. So we have Raznac Summer Survival Series. Some VWs. I did a lot of research. The 2-point, apparently the 2-point slow, which is jet, is pretty good. All right, we have starting money $0, $1 million loan at start, no leasing, must rotate crops. Must rotate crops, and that's just so I can't just plant grass and do silage. That kind of forces me to change up. No passive income generators, hard economy, and I must eat, drink, and sleep. If I don't succeed at the challenge, there will be a $50, $50 Steam card or Amazon gift card giveaway if I don't complete the challenge by Labor Day. The challenge is I have to buy all the land. It's a big deal. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I probably will completely fail. I will probably completely fail. But we have to buy all the square chunks of land. But it's going to be fun trying, even if I do fail, which we know I will. All right. And now I'm selling straw so that I can buy a mower. Because I'm trying not to sell. I can sell my barley, but I'm trying to hold on to my barley so I get a little better price for it. That is a challenge indeed. I'm gonna stream, and then when I do stuff off camera, I'll record it. I might time lapse it. Might just do time lapses. I might do some montage videos. I don't know. All right, so we can take that load. That's as much as we're gonna get on that load trailer. And all this equipment I started with, I had a Kubota. I sold the Kubota. And with the sale of the Kubota, I bought a pallet fork, a front loader, and a baler is what I bought with my Kubota. The Kubota I really didn't need. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'll make a graphic at the beginning. Maybe I'll do like a percentage completed or something. Or yeah, I'll come up with something. That's the joy of AI, is because now I can have AI just make my I just make a prompt. That's what this is. Hang on. Where did it go? There it is. That's what That's ChatGPT. I uploaded the my logo, and I did the prompts, and that's what it spit out. I told her I was doing it for Farm Sim, and it put a little, you can see the little, this is really cool, little tractor and farm over here. And what's crazy is it must have pulled these from the internet. These must be super good at prompting. I've actually been I watched a tutorial on ChatGPT, and I'm gonna watch one. So Anthropic, who does OpenAI, or not Anthropic, who does Claude, they published. You need to look for it. I just use the free. I don't even pay for any of it. I don't have, all mine are free. I just switch around to each one as I need more usage. But Anthropic published, it's like 25 minutes long. Oh, shoot. Oh, I forgot to strap that now. And it's a seminar by them for free. It's out there. I saw, I haven't watched it yet. I saved it. And it tells you how to use Claude. Like, it teaches you, it shows you the exact way that Claude is designed and how to use it. By the developers who make Claude. And it's a completely free seminar you can find. And then I watched one that was by I'll have to find it. The ChatGPT one. Now that one was by someone else on YouTube who has been doing like prompt tutorials for years now. But I also, Claude is another AI. It's another LLM. Claude is Anthropic's. So you have ChatGPT, which is OpenAI. You have Gemini, which is Google. You have Claude, which is Anthropic. You have Grok, which is Twitter or X or Elon's. You have Copilot, which is Microsoft. They're all this, but Claude is pretty good for it's really good to help with like writing. But oh, I went to the completely wrong place. I got distracted. I need to go to the Bale export, which is up here. Well, that's about to turn around. Coding reasoning, yes. Yes, ChatGPT I think is probably the best one, the best free, easy to use for graphics. It does a really good job. And it does a great job with what I call text-based graphics. So banners, images, it gets a little weird. But like if you're just, you know, wanting to make like a little PNG, like a logo, or it's hard to beat. I drove the wrong way. We have to drive to the other side of the map. And just in time. So we will have to... After I drop this load off, I'll have to log off. 'Cause I have plans here at 1 with the kiddo. Yeah, it's, if you try to use it for like real life images, it still gets pretty funky with faces and all that kind of stuff. But hands down, it is probably one of the best for graphics, banners, what I would call graphic design work. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. It does get pretty bad. I actually had it do. Hang on, I can show you what it did when I was messing around with it. Here, I'll show you this. Because I had it do some other ones, and they just kind of looked weird. So this is what I had it do. Yeah, Mid-Journey is pretty good. And then I can't remember the other one I found the other day. So I did this again, uploaded this, came up with the name, and then it just kind of put the graphic together. And it, like, I was like, man, that looks awesome. Like, that looks really cool. So I did that one. But I also had it do one with Farm Sim logo in it, and it looks really weird. So if you look, this looks great, but then when you get over here, see, look at how weird the farming simulator logo is. Even though I uploaded the logo, it still kind of screwed it up somehow. So yeah, you still have to watch the AI. It gets a little wonky. All right, well, we will go and deliver the straw. And I don't think I'm going to have enough for a mower. Unless I go find a mod. I need a front mower. So I might go find a front mower mod that's cheaper. There's no rules against that. And then, yeah, we're done for the day. I will be back tomorrow. We're gonna do a 4-hour stream tomorrow to make up for my my absenteeism this week. Kid graduated, super excited for him. I was telling earlier, he got another scholarship. Not a big one, but every little bit helps. So he got another scholarship. So that's pretty awesome. Like every little bit helps. Now we got to get creative and sell these here. I'm pretty sure this is where we sell them. Yep. Okay. I love this little sell point. This is a cool sell point. If you haven't played on this map, one of the better train sell points. Right here. Boop. All right. First loads are done. It's It's a really well done map. Again, I don't think I got a ton of, you know what? Maybe there are collectibles. I bet you. Yay! Now I can get my mower. Welcome to Farmlands. Cockaboo. Whatever that is. But yeah, it's a cool map. Definitely want to check it out. All right, gang. That's it. 1 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. to 11. I'll be starting a little early so we can get a lot of work done. I'm not gonna play Farm Sim until then. If I tonight is the Survivor finale, so I'm tied up tonight. Tomorrow during the day I gotta flip back over to a night shift schedule because I have to go back to work after 11 days. So I have that. But yeah, we will be back live tomorrow, and I will work on a little graphic. That's a pretty good idea. Kind of show you where we're at, what I've accomplished, and what I want to do. That'll be pretty cool. We can update. Also, maybe I can put something at the bottom of the screen, like a little banner. Maybe a little something I can update down there. We'll see. All right. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.